Make sure. Hi there, how are you? Microphone is on. I have one empty chair set up over there, although I thought Lana was coming in. Oh, I'm drawing a blank on the name. Oh, that's right. Sue, thank you. Sue in Houston. Excellent. All right, good timing. We're just getting started. Traditional Chinese bow is taking our right hand and making it into a fist, representing power. Taking our left hand, bringing the fingers together, representing friendship, and then tucking in the thumb, representing humility, something our politicians need to learn. Fist into the palm, and we say, welcome, welcome. So just to help everyone and me, we're going to run through names again. So Jennifer, Carl, Mike, Doug, Pam, Sue, and Houston. All right. It helps embed the name in my mind. So usually takes me a few weeks just to let you know there, okay? Right, Bob? It's Mike. It's Mike. It's not Bob. All right. So we're going to stand in the Wuji position. Feet are shoulder or hip distance apart. We put a nice gentle bend in the knees. This activates the leg muscles. Try and keep those knees bent throughout the hour. If your legs get tired, you can kind of raise up, but don't lock the knees out. If you feel like I'm not working you hard enough, you can sink down lower, but be careful with that. That will catch up with you real fast. All right. We're going to kind of tuck in the pelvis. Head is lifted by the silk thread, so I have good straight body posture in this direction and good straight body posture in this direction. All right. We're going to start with some deep breathing. We're going to breathe into the belly. All right. The Chinese call it breathing like a baby. So we'll inhale through the nose, let the belly expand, and then exhale through the mouth and let the belly contract. Okay. When you watch a little baby breathe, when it inhales, its stomach puffs up. Okay. In fact, that's pediatricians count respiratory rates by watching babies' bellies. Isn't that interesting? All right. So some deep breathing to get us started. Inhale, float the hands up in front of us. And exhale, float the hands back down. Inhale. And exhale. And one more time. Inhale. And exhale. Push the hands in front of us next. Inhale to the heart. Exhale, push the palms forward. Inhale, hands back up in front of the heart. Exhale, relax the hands down. Big, deep belly breath in. Long, slow breath out. Inhale, hands back up in front of the heart. Exhale, relax the hands down. We'll do that one more time. Whoops. No, that's all right. Inhale, hands up in front of the heart. Exhale, push the palms out. Inhale and exhale. Arms over the head next. Inhale to the heart. Exhale, push the palms towards the ceiling. Do what your shoulder allows you to do. Inhale, hands back up in front of the heart. Exhale, relax the hands down. Again, we'll inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. One last time, big, deep belly breath in and long, slow breath out. Inhale and exhale. Push the hands to the side. We'll inhale to the heart. Exhale, gently pushing the palms out, fingertips up. Inhale and exhale. Big, deep belly breath in. Long, slow breath out. Inhale. Exhale. One last time, we'll inhale. Exhale. Inhale and exhale. Arms in the diagonals, I'll be mirroring you. Inhale to the heart. Exhale, left hand up, right hand down, making one leg of an X. Inhale, hands back up to the heart, and then reverse that right up, left down, exhale. Keep the upper body nice and straight. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale to the heart. Good posture, everybody. Exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, hands back up in front of the heart, and then exhale, relax the hands down. Flap the arms like bird wings. Be kind to your shoulders. Big, deep belly breath in. And long, slow breath out. Nice and slow. Don't just let your hands fall. Do like have them float down, all right? Inhale. And then as we exhale, just let the hands float down. Don't just let them drop. You have to be in control, not gravity, right? Inhale. And exhale. And then lastly, we'll gather chi. Big, deep belly breath in. And long, slow breath out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And there you have it. That's our deep breathing exercises. And it worked. Everybody's breathing. Remind me of your name again. Merle, thank you. All right. I'm working on trying to remember everybody's name. So it was a gift my mom had. She didn't pass that on to me. She passed on a lot of great traits to me. That wasn't one of them, though. All right. So I want to work on something today. I did this in Thursday's class also. I think this is important for people with Parkinson's. It seems to me, I don't know if there's ever been a study done, that people with Parkinson's have more of a problem with neuropathy, meaning the numbness or tingling of the feet, than the average population. I don't know that for a fact. It's just something that I've observed over my years of teaching. And we want to try and connect the brain to the feet because Parkinson's is a neuromuscular disease, right? And the longest neural pathway in the body is between the brain and the feet. And our feet have all kinds of nerve endings on them. This is one reason why it feels so good to get a foot rub. But those nerve endings are there to let us know what's happening with our body, all right? And sometimes we start to ignore what our feet are telling us. It's kind of like my teenage daughters. I give them all kinds of great advice, and they pretty much ignore almost all of it. I'm sure you guys have never had that happen. I'm the only parent that's ever happened to, right? But I give them all this really good advice, and it just seems to just fly right over their head until they get to their. I heard when they get about mid-20s or 30s, that gets better. So we'll see. Actually, I've got two great daughters, and they do listen really well, so I'm very blessed. However, our feet are constantly giving our brain information, and a lot of times we have just ignored it. And so it's a good idea to get us back in touch with all this information our feet are sending us, all right? So I want to do a little exercise to help with that, okay? And what I hope is that you go home and you kind of play around with this a little bit and start listening to your feet, all right? One of my instructors calls this, he says, you're putting your mind in the gutter, but not the way that you just thought of, though. So, all right, so go ahead and stand in that Wuji position. Feet shoulder, hip distance apart. A nice gentle bend in the knees, tuck in the tailbone, heads lifted by the silk thread. And now use your chair because I want you to stay safe. And I don't give you, most of the time, I yell at you if you lean. I don't yell. Um, but I want you to go ahead and just lean forward from the waist and just kind of lean forward. And what do you feel on your feet when you lean forward? You can go ahead. You can shout it out. It's okay. Pressure. Pressure on the toes, right? Yeah. All right. Go ahead and relax. You feel that when you lean forward, you feel your toes start digging in. You almost feel like your toes almost like they're trying to grab the ground, right? All right. So let's do this now. Let's go ahead and lean backwards and tell me what you feel. Hold on to your chair. Go ahead and lean backwards. What do you feel? Exactly. It goes right back to your heel, right? All right. So just there, right alone, it tells you if you're leaning forward, leaning backwards. You can tell by just listening to your feet. All right. You don't have to. What our body does is we check our balance with a lot of different methods. A lot of times we use our eyes, and that will tell us whether we're leaning forward or leaning backwards. But if you're in a dark room, maybe you have to get up in the middle of the night to use a restroom. You're in a dark room, that part is taken away from you. So you need to start listening to something else. And it's not a bad idea because Parkinson's definitely challenges your balance to use all of your senses together to kind of heighten your senses and become better with your balance. All right. So let's lean forward again. Now, notice what happens with the rest of your body, not just the feet, but what do you notice with the rest of the body when you lean forward? Notice anything else? How do your thighs feel? How does your stomach feel? They tighten up, right? Go ahead, relax. Okay, same thing. Lean backwards. Now, you feel the pressure on the heels. What else do you feel with the body? Spine. You feel your like glutes, your bottom kind of tightens up also. Sometimes the lower back, sometimes and the stomach tries to balance you. All right. Okay, go ahead and relax. So it's not just the feet that what's happening is our body starts to have a natural reaction. And I don't have to tell anybody in this room that Parkinson's has some rigidity with it, right? And so if you're constantly leaning forward, you feel the rigidity come up the front of your body, your muscles are clenching there. If you stand like this all day, these muscles are going to get tired and they're going to lead to that rigidity. Where if we stand in a neutral position, you can kind of feel the body relax. And this is a really good practice for this Wuji position is try and shift the weight a little forward and shift the weight a little backwards and then find the happy medium between those two. So looking at it from the side, I kind of move forward. I feel the pressure on my toes. I kind of lean back and I feel the pressure on my heels. And so now kind of find the central position where I feel an equal pressure on my toes and my heels. And then I know I'm in the neutral position. All right. So it's kind of a good idea. This is something you can work with when you're at home tonight watching the Cardinals get kicked again. Oh, they won last night. Yeah. 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 Finally is good. But you can practice standing like this and just kind of lean forward, lean backwards, get to a neutral position, and then have your spouse check or use a mirror to check. That usually means that you are in a neutral or good posture position. Okay. The interesting thing is the nerve endings are so sensitive. Like now that if you kind of find a neutral position, if you lean your head forward, you'll feel it on your feet. Or you lean your head backwards, you'll feel it on your feet. The nerve endings are so sensitive, they can pick up something. Our head weighs about 11 pounds. So as we move forward and backwards, that's even picked up by our feet. It's pretty amazing when you think about it, right? All right, but posture isn't just forward and backwards. Posture is also side to side. So here's another chance for you to lean without me yelling at you. Go ahead and lean to your left. And what do you feel on your feet as you lean to the left? Pressure on the left. Now, do the same thing, but now we're going to weight shift. So to do a weight shift, I want you to keep your body straight, but bend the left knee and shift your weight to the left. Now what do you feel on the foot? Kneecap? Did I kneecap you? Pardon me? You feel your thigh, yes, exactly. But does your foot feel more solid? Yeah, okay. So go ahead and relax for a moment. So I found with people that it depends on how someone leans. So when you lean over, if your knee goes out, you'll feel the weight on the outside of your foot. Or if you lean and your knee starts to compensate by coming in or your balance, you'll feel it on the inside of your foot. But that is actually telling you again what's happening with your body. Where if you weight shift and you keep the body straight, you feel how the foot feels solid on the ground. That's the feeling that you're wanting to do. So when we get to the point where we're lifting our leg up, I want to feel my foot being solid on the ground, not more on the inside or the outside. Okay. So again, our feet are giving us all this information. Okay. So as we go through the warm-up exercise, I know this is new for some of you, but we do these warm-up exercises every week: neck, shoulders, lower spine, hips, knees, and ankles. I want you to try and listen to your feet and listen to what your feet are telling you. All right. Again, they're giving you good information. And the first exercise is a great example. The first exercise is a chin tuck, where we do this motion with our hands and with our body. Listen to your feet, because what happens is as we bring our hands to the chest, sometimes people start to lean backwards, and you'll feel it on your heels when you do that. And when the hands come out, a lot of times when people sink their chin to the chest, they start to lean forward. And again, you'll feel it on your toes. All right. So become aware of what your feet are telling you. If you're having problems with foot neuropathy, you might want to go home and practice this barefoot. It may help you feel a little bit more of what your feet are telling you, okay? And I will tell you something else. I have no medical evidence to back this up, but I've had some of my students have had both Parkinson's and non-Parkinson's have had help with this. If you go to some place in your house where you have a transition between like a carpet and a hardwood floor, or tile and hardwood, and let's say this is a transition here. Let's say I've got carpet here and hardwood here. There's an ankle exercise we do at the end of class where we go heel toe and go like span that transition. We're touching heel and toe, and do that in your bare foot and feel the hardwood floor and feel the carpet. And then you can kind of shift to the other side and then feel the carpet and feel the hardwood floor. That's a really good way to kind of start waking up those nerve endings. It might work, it might not. It has worked for several of my students. All right. So I'd rather you try it and it not work than not try it and know that it could have, right? So, and it certainly isn't going to hurt anything, right? But again, so let's go through our warm-ups. Let's feel what our feet are telling us, okay? Never thought you'd go to a Tai Chi class and be told to feel your feet. Feel real comfortable now, right, Carl? Carl's like, what did I get myself? Pam's going, what the heck? I got to talk about feelings? All right. Wuji position. We're going to start with the chin tuck. Keep that chin level as you do this. So bring the hands up in front of us. Keep looking straight ahead, tucking in the chin while looking straight ahead. Good job. Hands come out, the chin gently floats up, and sink the chin down to the chest. Again, we float the hands up in front of us. Hands to the chest, tucking in the chin. Keep looking straight ahead as you do this. The hands come out, the chin gently floats up. Sink the chin to the chest without leaning forward. You shouldn't feel more pressure on your toes. You should not feel more pressure on your toes. Float the hands back up in front of us. Hands to the chest, tucking in the chin. Keep looking straight ahead. Keep the shoulders relaxed. Hands come out, chin gently floats up, and sink the chin to the chest. Beautiful. Next neck exercise, we're going to look side to side. We want to just be turning our head, not be leaning with our body, all right? And again, if you listen to your feet, we're going to give you some good information, all right? So as we look to one side, we're going to bring one hand with us. The opposite hand, we're going to push down like we're trying to tell a dog to stay down, okay? So this is primarily a neck exercise. So I'm looking side to side. The hands start to work our brain, because one side of our brain is telling our body to do this, and the other side's telling it to do this. So now we're working the brain and the body together as things were meant to do, right? A lot of Western exercises, you only work the body, and you don't really work the brain. And so there's been a lot of research about the brain and body working together really helps people with Parkinson's. And this is probably why Tai Chi is so good for people with Parkinson's. Prayer hand position. Tai Chi ball, left hand on top. I'm going to be mirroring you. My palms are facing one another. Just turning the neck. I watch the right hand going over the right shoulder. I look to the right, push down on the left hand, and then come back to center, prayer hands. Tai Chi ball, now the right hand is on top. Watch the left hand going over the left shoulder. Look to the left, gently push down on the right. And come back to center, prayer hands. Tai Chi ball, left hand on top. Watch the right hand going over the right shoulder. Look to the right, gently push down on the left. Come back to prayer hands. Tai Chi ball, right hand on top. Watch the left hand going over the left shoulder. Look left, gently push down on the right. And come back to center. One more time. Tai Chi ball, left hand on top. Right hand over the right shoulder. Look to the right, gently push down on the left. Come back to prayer hands. Tai Chi ball, right hand on top. Watch the left hand going over the left shoulder. Look to the left. Don't lean to the left. Look to the left and push down on the right. Listen to your feet and come back to center. Back to prayer hands and relax the hands down. You guys didn't see a prerequisite that you needed to know your right from your left, did you? We should put that as a prerequisite, shouldn't we? All right. Shoulder exercises, forward shoulder circles. Again, listen to your feet. We're wanting to move just the shoulders. We're going to move the shoulders back, up, forward, and down. When you move the shoulders forward, we're not going to be leaning forward. We want to keep our waist still. Okay? Again, listen to the feet. Bring the shoulders back, then up, then forward, and down. Shoulders back, up, forward, and down. Keep looking straight ahead. Keep that head lifted by the silk thread. Shoulders back, up, forward, and down. Now reverse that. Shoulders forward, up, back, and down. Forward, up, back, and down. One more time. Forward, up, back, down. Boy, I like headsets. Sorry about that. For those of you online, my apologies. I guess I was getting a good stretch in, huh? Or my shirts have started fitting tighter after vacation. That could be it too. Who knows? All right. Second exercise for our shoulders. I love this exercise for people with Parkinson's. I don't need to describe to you guys what tense feels like, right? You know what it feels like, being tense and being rigid. And our bodies get in a cycle sometimes. The more we get tense, the more our body kind of tightens up. This exercise opens and expands our body. And actually, the next two exercises do that. So the next exercise is gathering chi, just like we did with our breathing. But now we're going to be working our shoulders and this opening, stretching of our body. See if it stays on now. So imagine that someone is gently pulling at your wrist. So my hands aren't just out here, but I'm kind of reaching out. And as I reach out, I feel this stretch in my elbow, my shoulder, my chest, and my back. All right? The Chinese call it reaching for infinity. It's about the body being open instead of tight and closed. Okay? All right. Gently, we're reaching out, reaching up. Feel a beautiful stretch. And then exhale and relax the hands down. Once again, gently reaching out, reaching up. Beautiful stretch. Exhale, relax the hands down. And one more time, nice and slow. Gently reaching out, reaching up. Feel the stretch. Elbow, shoulder, back, chest, and then relax the hands down. Excellent. There you go. Next exercise, we're going to open up the body vertically. I talk about the head being lifted by the silk thread. In this exercise, you want to feel like someone's lifting up on that silk thread. And as you lift up, you're going to open up this area of the body, feel a stretch. Most people feel it in the lower back, sometimes shoulder blades, sometimes the neck will pop. even. I've had my neck pop sometimes when I do this one. So I've also had people get taller from this exercise, okay? And this helps with posture. A lot of times with Parkinson's, you start rotating forward or having a head forward posture. This exercise helps you keep the head so when you're looking at it from the side, my head is over my shoulders, over my hips, okay? So this is called touching heaven and earth. Prayer hand position. Left hand pushes up, right hand pushes down, stretch the spine. Good job. And come back to center. Then right hand up, left hand down, gently stretching the spine. And come back to center. Left hand up, right hand down, float the head towards the ceiling. Feel a beautiful stretch. Keep looking straight ahead of you. Come back to center. Right hand up, left hand down, gently stretch that spine. And come back to center. Left hand up, right hand down, gently float the head towards the ceiling. Come back to center. Right hand up, left hand down, gently stretching the spine. Look straight ahead of you as you do this. Come back to center. Prayer hands, relax the hands down. I just realized something. I got to kick somebody out of class. You're wearing a Yankees hat. You're wearing a Yankees hat. I got to kick you out of class, Mike. Just kidding. Just kidding. Cardinals, of course. You have to ask that in St. Louis? Are you, I guess you are a Yankees fan? Ah, okay. I didn't realize that. All right. Sorry, I had to give you a little trouble about that. So, my nephew, you heard me talk about my nephew? He tossed Aaron Boone out of a game one time. It was the ejection of the year. He doesn't really want that title, but there was one time Aaron Boone was thrown out of a game and there was an open microphone so you could hear what he was saying, and what he was saying I can't repeat in mixed company. And so it was all caught on tape what he said. And my nephew was the one that he said it to. So Boone also got a suspension because he touched the bill of his hat. So it's kind of fun. You can go back and you can watch it and see it done, because my nephew doesn't say anything except that's contact. When he hit him with the bill of his hat, he went, "That's contact." Well, he'd already kicked him out of the game at that point. And so Boone came out, was yelling at him, and he hit him with he didn't mean to, he was just getting in his face. My nephew went, "That's contact." And so, yeah, he had to call and apologize to my nephew, and took a 1-day suspension. So I don't know how my nephew does it. People yell in his face like that wouldn't work well with me. All right. So next exercise for the lower spine. This is a really good one to build up your core strength. Okay, this is really important for people with Parkinson's. Most of the time, people focus on your extremities because that's where your symptoms show up. You want to keep your core strong, and the Chinese look at core strength different than the Americans do. And so this is a really good way to build your core strength. It's also a really good way. A little over 60% of the people who have Parkinson's also have constipation. And I've also noticed that a lot of people that have Parkinson's also have irritable bowel syndrome. And so doing this exercise, turning side to side, is giving all of this area a nice massage, okay? So from the Wuji position, we're going to try and not move the hips. We're going to turn the upper body. So I'm turning my belly button from the left side to the right side without moving the hips, all right? So I'm not just turning the neck or the shoulders, I'm turning the whole upper body. And when you do that, you should feel a stretch right here in the lower back, okay? Prayer hand position. Tai Chi ball, left hand is on top. Gently turn to the left. When the belly button stops turning, the ball stops turning. And then turn the ball over so now the right hand is on top. And then gently turn to the right. Turning the upper body, not turning the hips. Turn the ball over, left hand is on top. Gently turn to the left. You go nice and slow. Turn the ball over, right hand is on top, and gently turn to the right. Turn the ball over, left hand is on top, and then gently turn to the left. Stay on the left side as you turn the ball over so the right hand is on top, and then gently turn to the right. Stay on the right side, turn the ball over so the left hand is on top, still on the right. Now gently turn to the left. Stay on the left, turn the ball over, right hand is on top, and gently turn to the right. And then stay on the right as you turn the ball over, come back to center, prayer hands, and relax the hands down. Awesome. Shake your legs loose. I want to do one more exercise before we sit down. And ironically, we're going to sit down and work our legs. You sound happy about that, Houston. um, so, yeah, everybody's legs feeling okay to do one more? All right. So in this, I like to call this one a dragon dance. This works really well for helping with your balance. And this is another opportunity for you to listen to your feet. All right. So use your chair. I want you to stay safe. But we're going to balance all the weight onto one leg. We're going to keep a bend in that knee and keep the upper body nice and straight. So as I'm doing this, I feel my foot being solid on the ground. Okay. All right. So from the Wu-Ji position, knees bent, tucking in the tailbone, heads lifted by the silk thread. Use the chair, weight shifts to the left, bend in the left knee, upper body is straight, and tap the right toe next to the left foot. This is known as the cat stance, C-A-T, as in meow. Then tap the right toe in front of us, empty, keeping all the weight left, plenty of space between your feet. And return to the cat stance once again. Tap right toe out to the side. Keep all the weight left. Keep a bend in your left knee. Don't lock the knee out. And return to the cat stance once again. One last one on this side. Tap the right toe behind us. Keep plenty of space between the feet. Good job. Keep a bend in that left knee. Cat stance. And back to Wu-Ji. You're feeling your left leg right now, right? See, it doesn't take much, does it? Other side, weight shifts right, bend in the right knee, left foot, cat stance. Tap left toe to the front, keep plenty of space between your feet. Stay off the balance beam. Probably want to widen your stance. There you go. Thank you. Come back to the cat stance. And tap the left toe to the side, keeping all the weight right. Upper body's nice and straight, bend in the right knee. And cat stance. And then the exciting one, tap the left toe behind us. And cat stance. And now your right leg's barking at you, right? See, equal abuse. All right, come back to center, shake those legs loose. There's a common fallacy that you have to work until you're worn out. Nope, you just felt that on your legs, right? That was what, 3 minutes? Nobody's perspiring, but you're like, oh, I'm gonna say something to Craig when I'm done. Go ahead, have a seat. Speaking of which, when you get home, please drink lots of water today. All right. I'm probably working muscles you haven't used in a while. And so those muscles will bark at you. If you hydrate, it gets the lactic acid out of the muscles, all right? Okay. So when we sit Tai Chi style, we sit up on the edge of the chair. Feet flat on the floor, 90-degree bend between the upper and the lower legs. So my knee is directly over my heel. So I'm not doing this, not doing this. Pelvic bone is a flat bone. Sometimes we have a tendency to kind of roll back on the pelvic bone. Instead, we want to roll forward. Notice how my back straightens up. And then I lift the head by the silk thread. Good straight body posture in this direction. Good straight body posture in this direction. Practice your posture in a chair, all right? One of the main things I see people with Parkinson's having a problem with is balance. a lot of it is caused by posture, okay? And your body gets used to the norm. And if you're used to leaning to one side, at a certain point, your body goes, this must be what normal is. I've had students come in who are leaning, and I'll straighten them up, and they'll go, this feels really weird. It doesn't feel like I'm straight. And we'll do it in front of a mirror, and they go, yeah, I am. This feels normal. Your brain will readjust if you do this too much, all right? Practice your posture in the chair. I've seen it over and over again. The posture you use in the chair tends to be the same posture you use when you are standing, okay? All right. We're running a little short on time, so I'm going to do our knee exercises because that's one of the main ones I want to show you. I don't want to overwork your legs, but I want to do the knee and the ankle exercise, okay? So for our knee exercise, 4 motions with the leg. First, we pick the leg up. Second, we kick the leg out. This is a heel kick, so the toe is pointing up. Third, we pick the leg back up. Don't skip this step. And fourth, float. Don't just drop the foot to the ground. All right? While we're doing this, we keep our body straight in this direction. We keep our back straight in this direction. Your tendency is going to be to either lean backwards or sometimes crunch as you lift the knee up. It helps me and it helps a lot of students to think when you lift the knee, lift the head simultaneously. That'll help straighten your back, okay? And one more thing, because that wasn't enough. 15 things is not enough to remember. You have to remember something else. And I think everybody's okay doing this here. Start out with the legs first, but if you're feeling confident and you're doing the legs correctly, then punch out the opposite hand. So if I'm kicking left, I punch out with the right, all right? This mimics a normal walking gait. Again, we're working both sides of the brain. So hands loosely gripped at the belt line. Pick up the left leg. Heel kick left, punch out the right fist. Pick up the left leg. Float the foot to the ground. Good job. Pick up the right leg. Heel kick right, punch out left fist. Pick up the right leg. Float the foot to the ground. Pick up the left leg. Heel kick left, punch out the right fist. Pick up the left leg. Float the foot to the ground. Pick up the right leg. Heel kick right, punch out left fist. Pick up the right leg. Float the foot to the ground. Was that 3? There was 2? All right. Yeah, see, Tai Chi helps with a lot of things. Apparently it doesn't help you count though. Pick up the left leg, heel kick left, punch out right fist. Pick up the left leg, float the foot to the ground. Pick up the right leg, heel kick right, punch out left fist. And pick up the right leg, float the foot to the ground. Shake the legs loose. Beautiful. We're going to go right into the toe kick. It's exactly the same. The only difference is that's a heel kick and that's a toe kick. All right. I do recommend when you lift the leg, don't leave the toe hanging, kind of pull the toe up. That's going to help work the ankle a little bit also. Keep the back straight, keep the body straight, keep smiling. I've got a dad joke for you, so be careful. Pick up the left leg, toe kick left, punch out the right fist. Pick up the left leg, float the foot to the ground. Nicely done. Pick up the right leg, toe kick right, punch out left fist. Pick up the right leg, float the foot to the ground. Excellent. Sit up nice and straight and tall. Make mom proud. Pick up the left leg, toe kick left, punch out right fist. Pick up the left leg, float the foot to the ground. Pick up the right leg, toe kick right, punch out left fist. Pick up the right leg, float the foot to the ground. One more time. Sit up nice and straight and tall. Good job. Pick up the left leg, toe kick left, punch out the right fist. Pick up the left leg, float the foot to the ground. Pick up the right leg, toe kick right, punch out the left fist. And then pick up the right leg and float the foot to the ground. Beautiful. Shake those legs loose. Nice work. So, I'm giving you a lot of things to remember here, right? Remember 3 things as you walk away, and this goes for my veterans also. Remember 3 things. Do your deep breathing every day. 10 minutes of deep breathing will have an amazing effect, all right? You get better oxygen to the body. It can help relax the body. Um, I don't have to tell anybody here when you're nervous, you're anxious, you're angry, your Parkinson's symptoms get worse, right? Instead of taking a drug, try deep breathing to calm yourself down. No doctor's prescription, no side effects from anti-anxiety medicines. And I know my mother had anxiety. She had Parkinson's, and she had the anxiety side of Parkinson's. So I know from which I speak. But use that deep breathing to calm yourself down, all right? And then the heel kick exercise is a really good way to build up leg strength. What I'm trying to do is get you to the point where you can stand on one leg. And when you can stand on one leg, it makes moving so much easier. If your brain is constantly telling you you have to have 2 feet on the ground, when you make a turn, you end up doing this as you turn or as you turn back. When you can balance all your weight onto one leg, it can make turns very smooth, very easy, and safe. Okay? One last exercise. This is for our ankle. This is very simple. This is the third thing to imprint in your brain. Try and do these on a daily basis. Start with the left foot. Touch the heel and then the toe. And don't move the leg, move the ankle. Heel and toe. Heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, and toe. And right foot, same. Heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe. Move the ankle, not the leg. Heel, toe. Keep the leg in one spot. Heel, toe, heel, toe. And one more time. Heel and toe. Beautiful. That ankle exercise kind of works the legs, pumps blood through the legs. It's going to help with neuropathy. And you want to keep your ankles strong and flexible when you have Parkinson's, okay? All right, any questions about those exercises? All right, we're going to do some meditation now, okay? But I have to tell you my dad joke. Yeah. Yeah. What do Attila the Hun and Winnie the Pooh have in common? Attila the Hun and Winnie the Pooh, what do they have in common? Yep. You got it. Same middle name. Good job. Really? Anybody else here have a dad? Anybody? Okay. Meditation. I see an amazing effect on people with Parkinson's when they meditate. I see tremors go away. I see dyskinesia go away, and probably about 80% of the time. Um, a lot of people think meditation should be easy, and then they try it and find out it's not so easy. Um, Meditation and teaching the brain to calm down, teaching the brain to focus on just one thing and not be thinking about this and this and this and this and this, because that's what our brains are meant to do, is do all these different things, right? Trying to teach it to calm down, focus on one thing, in this case, just breathing, takes practice. When I first started meditating, it would take me about 20 minutes until I could get into a meditative state. And sometimes it was painful. not physically painful, but it'd be like, oh, come on, Craig, just shut your mind off. Well, that doesn't help you meditate, right? That's counterintuitive. But it's like anything else. If you want to become a better baseball player, you take more ground balls or fly balls, or you bat more. And so if you want to become better at meditating, you try to meditate more. And the Chinese will tell you you should meditate for 10 minutes every day, unless you're having a bad day, and then you should meditate for an hour. Okay? And I've found that to be true. The more fragmented you are, the more time sometimes it takes you to get into a meditative state. All right? But once you do, it's a beautiful thing. You give that mind a chance to let your body relax. Okay? All right. Any questions? So we're going to do a progressive relaxation meditation. When your mind wants to wander a little bit, just bring it back to the breathing again. Or I'm going to be talking about. I like to do it's kind of a form of progressive relaxation, and so we're going to work on like relaxing the feet and then the legs and then the hips and the middle body and so on and so forth. So just bring yourself back to that when you think, oh, I've got to get the car repaired. No, I'm going to just focus on this for right now. Okay. One last thing. I'm going to talk about the inner stomach because I can't find a better word for it. But this is that sick feeling sometimes you get in the pit of your stomach when something bad happens. Maybe somebody pulls out in front of you and you almost have an accident and you get that weird feeling in your stomach. So when I talk about the inner stomach, that's what I'm talking about. And this is where we hold a lot of anxiety is in our inner stomach, in our intestines. All right. And so when I talk about the inner stomach, that's what I'm talking about. Okay. All right. So sitting up nice and straight and tall, feet flat on the floor, heads lifted by the silk thread. We're going to do some cleansing breaths to get us started. We're just cleaning our mind out of any thoughts. Not worried about what happened earlier today or what could happen this afternoon. We stay focused in the here and now. So take a long, slow, deep belly breath in. And then as we breathe out, release those thoughts out into the room. Don't hold on to them. Let them float away. Float out your ears. Inhale, fill the lungs with air. And then exhale, release those thoughts. Focusing just on the breathing one more time. Big, deep belly breath in. And as we exhale, release those thoughts out into the room. Now we're going to start at the feet. Take a big, deep belly breath in. And as we breathe out, imagine you're breathing out through your feet. Feel your feet relax. Once again, inhale, filling the lungs with air. And as we exhale, imagine you're breathing out through your feet. You're breathing relaxation into the feet. Next, we're going to move to our legs. Take a big, deep belly breath in. And then as we breathe out, we relax the legs, the upper leg and the lower leg, ankles, knees. Let's do the legs again. Big, deep belly breath in. And then as we exhale, relax all the muscles in the legs. Next, we're going to move to our hips. Take a long, slow, deep belly breath in. As we exhale, relax all the muscles in the hips, relax the bottom. Once again, inhale, filling our lungs with air. Exhale, relax the muscles of the hips. Now we're going to move to the front of the belly. Take a big, deep belly breath in. As you exhale, imagine you're breathing out through your navel, relaxing all the muscles at the front of the belly. Again, inhale, filling our lungs with air. Exhale, relax the muscles of the belly. Now we're going to move to that inner stomach I was talking about. Take a long, slow, deep belly breath in. And then as we breathe out, relax that inner stomach. Relax that tightness you feel inside. Inhale, filling the lungs with air. Exhale, relax that inner stomach. Feel stress drain away. Let's do that again, inner stomach. Big, deep belly breath in. Exhale, relaxing the inner stomach. Let's consider the lower back. Take a long, slow, deep belly breath in. As we breathe out, relax the muscles of the lower back. Feel the lower back relax, become soft. Again, inhale, filling our lungs with air. Exhale, relax all the muscles in the lower back. Feel the muscles of the legs relax also as you do that. We're going to move to the upper back. So take a big, deep belly breath in. And then as we breathe out, imagine you're breathing out between the shoulder blades. This is where the Chinese tell us we hold our anger. Once again, inhale, filling our lungs with air. As we exhale, breathe out between the shoulder blades. Release any anger you're holding inside of you. Don't keep it inside. Let's move to the hands. Take a big, long, slow, deep breath in. And as we breathe out, imagine you're breathing out through your hands. Feel your hands start to relax. Again, inhale, filling the lungs with air. Exhale, relaxing the hands. Your hands may start to feel heavy now. That's okay. Moving on to the arms. Big, deep belly breath in. As you breathe out, relax all the muscles in the arms. Relax your wrists, relax your elbows. Again with the arms, big, deep belly breath in. And breathe out, relaxing all the muscles in the arms. Now let's consider our shoulders. Long, slow, deep breath in. Exhale, relax all the muscles in the shoulders. Feel stress and tension drain away from our shoulders. Inhale, fill the lungs with air. Exhale, relaxing all the muscles in the shoulders, feeling the shoulders connect our arms and back together. Let's do the shoulders one more time. Big, deep belly breath in. And as we breathe out, feel that anxiety and stress drain away as we relax our shoulders. Now, let's work on our neck and our head. Take a big, deep belly breath in. And then as we breathe out, relax the muscles of the neck, the back of the head, and the top of the head. Once again, inhale, filling our lungs with air. And as we exhale, relax the muscles at the back of the head and the top of the head. Relax the muscles of our face. Big, deep belly breath in. And as we breathe out, relax the muscles of your face, your forehead, cheeks, jaw, your eyes. All right. So to finish up today, I want you to just pause for a moment and think about something that you are thankful for. It can be a person, it can be an event that happened, maybe it's a family member, maybe it's a dear friend. Think about something that you're thankful for. So take a long, slow, deep belly breath in. And as you breathe out, think about whatever you are thankful for or whomever you are thankful for, and think about them or that. Now again, big, deep belly breath in. And as we exhale, think about whatever you're thankful for and your relaxation, and let those two feelings mix with one another. Thankfulness and relaxation become one. Inhale, filling the lungs with air once again. As you exhale, think about thankfulness, relaxation. Imagine them mixing together. I almost think of like colors of a paint coming together and becoming one. Let's do that one more time. Big, deep belly breath in. And as you exhale, feel relaxation and thankfulness combine to become one. Beautiful. Take a look at your body right now. Look at how relaxed everyone is. Feel what's happening with your body. That stress has kind of gone away, doesn't it? Meditation is an amazing thing. It's not just for people with Parkinson's. I try to meditate every day. I don't always get to. And that last piece I did, you can actually train the brain because we have lots of things to be thankful for in our lives, right? And so when you get the body to relax and you think about something you're thankful for and you let those two start to mix and become one, if you do that on a consistent basis, what you will find is you'll find something out in the world that you're thankful for. Maybe you get a call from a friend, or maybe an event happens in your life and you're like, wow, I'm glad that didn't happen with me. But when you see that thankful piece, it relaxes you. And then when you start to feel relaxed, you start to give thanks for that and the piece of relaxation. So you can actually train the mind to do that. Just as we train our bodies to balance better, you can start to train your mind to help you too. Okay? All right. Everybody good? Yes. Great question. You want to inflate all of your lungs. And so the way to do that, our diaphragm sits right above, or I'm sorry, right below our rib cage. So as we breathe in, the diaphragm drops, and these organs need to make room for that. So as we breathe in, our belly kind of comes out a little bit. So that's what I mean by a belly breath. So you inhale through the nose and the belly expands, and then you exhale through the mouth and the belly contracts. No, most of the time when people breathe, if you tell someone to take a deep breath, they'll kind of suck the stomach in and puff the chest out. The Chinese call that breathing upside down. Okay. So if you take, like, my sternum is right here. So my sternum, end of my rib cage is right here. If I take the top knuckle of my hand and put it right there, and then take my second hand, my navel is right here. I don't know if this may be too much information, but my navel is right here, and I tape the top knuckle of that hand right at the top of the navel. So I have my two hands sitting like this. When I breathe properly, the upper hand should not move, only the lower hand should move. So when I breathe, it should look like this. Only the lower hand moves. If I breathe upside down, see how both hands move? That's breathing upside down. A really good way to practice this is to lay in bed on your back and practice breathing so just that lower hand moves. It takes practice like anything else. Yeah, well, as you drop the diaphragm, it really fills the lungs. If you need to leave, Mike, go ahead. Let me turn on the light. Yeah, you are filling your lungs, but when you upside down, I should have warned you that turn the light off. When you upside down breathe, you're only filling the top lobes of your lung. You're not filling your lungs all the way. That's a great point. I should maybe figure out a different way to state that. But yeah, you want to fill all of your lungs, and as that diaphragm pulls down, it pulls air into all of our lungs, and it oxygenates our body better. If you have not signed in, please sign in for the 10 o'clock class, and then we'll have you. I'm assuming you're staying to 11. Meditation? No, we start at quarter till, so but that's all right. You caught the last end of it. Excellent, Merle. Thank you. Sounds good. Thanks, Carl. Good job. Thank you. Have a great week. Great. Thank you. Did a great job. You did. It's hard to do.